You could be doing so much more with your music. When I first came back to playing guitar, I wrote a bunch of original music. That was kind of the first order of business, kind of play and just have fun and come up with some new stuff. But then I really quickly pivoted into, or not pivoted, but added to what I was doing and made it like looking for weddings and private events. And I learned a lot about marketing for those things. And I was pretty excited about it. Something had happened. I don't know, I'd gotten a gig or some exciting thing had happened based on a marketing strategy or something I was trying. And I was telling the kids. And my 19-year-old looks at me from across the table, and that's what he says: "Dad, you could be doing so much more with your music." I was like, oof. And I had been thinking a little bit that maybe I was heading in the wrong direction a little bit. Like, I think my efforts, I think Steve was pointing out that my efforts were kind of pointed in a little bit of the wrong direction. Not completely way off, but like pushing for weddings and private events are gonna get me weddings and private events. When the real goal, the thing I've always wanted to do, was to really promote, like write original music, promote original music, put out music releases, be able to do shows where people are buying tickets, like, and want to come see, you know, because they know the music, not just because they want to hear some nice music while they're at an event. Which there's nothing wrong with that. It's great, and I love doing those events, but they're two different things. And like, so why hadn't I picked the real push for the real goal yet? I mean, I'm like 50 years old, you know, so it's a legitimate question to ask. I think I'm someone that used to, I don't know, kind of used to judge, like, take your value from how your music is doing, and like when it's your own music, it's more personal, so you care more. And I find, for me personally, the more attached I am to an outcome, the harder it is to get the outcome I want. The more I want it, the harder it is to get it. Just sort of slips through your fingers. Some of that, there has to be some detachment from the goal. And like, so to do that, for me at least, to do that, I have to not judge the music, not judge the results I'm getting, not worry about not getting enough views on a YouTube video or an Instagram post or whatever. And just look at the process and the progress that goes. So it's a lot harder when you're doing that, but that's the way to go. And like, once I let go of that, first of all, I started playing way better. Then I let go of the need to really sound good and worry about how the music was. It gets way better. So that's kind of a nice trick that you learn as you get older. So like, and you tend to not worry so much about what other people think. And you realize people don't really care. They're not looking to like find stuff they don't like. People are just looking for what they do like. So for the most part, it should go smoothly. So I think I was a little pointed off in the wrong direction. Like, just a little, you know, as you're going in a line, if you go straight, you're gonna get to your goal. You go just change that angle a little bit, it takes you to a very different place. And that's kind of where I was headed. So I feel like that quote really pointed me back in the right direction. And like, I still do private events and weddings, and I enjoy doing them, but really I'm trying to kind of push forward with the original music. And I think, like, I've been releasing albums, EPs, 3 solo, 3 releases with Underwater Runner. And I'm looking at things on a longer timeline than I used to, so I'm dropping the sort of the impatience, which is funny as you get older. You realize you don't have to be impatient. You can actually be patient. There's way more time than you think there is. I'm thinking of things in like a 10-year horizon now, like minimum. I'm really kind of thinking about the next 30 years of playing and performing music. I think you can build a lot in that kind of time. And I think if you're my age, even if you're not playing guitar, and guitar isn't the thing that resonates with you here, but I think some of this story could, for sure. We've got a lot of time on our hands, folks. Like, a lot of time to go. Like, you're never too old to start something. And I want to kind of lean into that and see where this all goes. Thanks for watching.